It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so won't you be my neighbor?
So we're sitting here today at Wexford Way and Carlow Court, two developments that Eden built together with KB and Citation Homes. And it's an affordable housing complex that's part of a broader neighborhood here in the city of Dublin. And we developed this very thoughtfully in partnership with the city because it was falling down public housing when we took it over, and we turned it into a really great neighborhood that's home to people of all incomes and all walks of life. Really, this doesn't happen by accident. It happens with good political leadership, and this city has been really blessed with a long history of political leaders and staff that are committed to the work, that really partner with us to make sure it can happen.
Before I became mayor, I knew Linda through all the hard work and dedication that she had provided to our city of Dublin. And this project particularly actually got started before our Great Recession in 2008. And she never gave up, the city never gave up to be able to bring something that is so amazing here to our residents here in the city of Dublin.
Opening day here at Elmo Vista was a moment of true celebration for the city of Dublin because, you know, very rarely do you have an opportunity to see people who for the first time have permanent housing, feel like they're part of a community, and places where people will feel welcome and supported.
And the thing that I've realized today about the work that we do in housing and building housing is that really real estate is applied political science. And in a place like California, where policy makes such a huge difference to everything that we do, if you can't have the right policies, you're never going to be able to build the housing. And so if there's a law that kind of gets in the way of our ability to build more homes for people who need them, well, then we just have to change those laws. When people talk about affordable housing, everybody thinks, oh my gosh, they think about the projects in Chicago that we had to tear down. And Eden has never been that. We have always prided ourselves in building housing that's affordable, but that looks really good, that stands the test of time, that is made affordable because we have programs like the low-income housing tax credit and local subsidy and partnerships with home builders where we get land and other kinds of donations. That's how we make it affordable. But we want to make it something that stands the test of time because we want to set ourselves apart. We have such a dedicated staff, and they get up every day and they think, you know, we're going to make a difference in this world. And whether their job is janitor or their job is real estate developer, they really have made so much of our work possible. And you know, I sit here today really grateful for all of them and thankful that they are as committed as I am to doing this work. I grew up in an Italian family. We didn't have a lot of money, but we were really blessed with a fabulous family. My mom and dad are Delma and Vincent Mandolini. They met at this Italian deli where my dad made the sausage and my mom ran the cash register. And so they had me after they had been married for a couple of years in Springfield, Massachusetts. I was born the day that John Kennedy was killed. And every year, from the time I was probably 7 or 8, I remember hearing that speech that John Kennedy would give. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And I think for me, I really took that to heart. I have one brother, James, and two sisters, Susan and Laura. And my brother James, along with my father, is responsible for my wickedly addictive cycling habit. I'm not the best biker, I'm not even that fast, but I realized that I could raise a little bit of money for a charity that I cared about. And so I actually ride for 3 charities. I met my husband Scott in Boston in the late 80s, and we were married in 1990, and we've been married for 32 years. My husband is in biotechnology, and he got a job here in Mountain View. It really is an amazing place, California. It took me a while to get used to it. You know, Massachusetts is a much smaller state. And when you move here, you realize that we live in a state the size of a country. I'm really grateful that my parents were able to save enough money to buy a very small house in a community where I got access to good schools. For me, where I lived was really profound in my outcome. And I know that we provide the same kinds of access and opportunity that I had when I was a kid. And all of the kids that we serve in the housing that we build here at Eden, you know, they get that chance. Eden Housing just passed a new strategic plan. And even though we've done a lot of work here in California, we own more than 10,000 units of affordable housing, there's so much more to do. California needs 1 million homes, affordable homes, and so we're going to double down and try to double our scale. We're really committed to making sure that we make room for people in the next decade, more room so that more people can have what I have and what everyone else has had, which is an opportunity for a better life. I set out to change the world. I thought I was going to go to law school. I didn't. I took a detour. I did an internship in affordable housing and I never looked back. And here I am today. You know, I did change the world. I just do it one corner at a time.